Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Kathleen Benjamin here, and in today's video we're going to be talking about tackling thinning hair. So I'm going to be sharing with you some of my long-term things that I've been doing, as well as some short-term things that I've been doing to sort of get me through those days where I really feel like I need a quick fix in place to sort of get through the challenging problem of thinning hair. Not too long ago, I was bathing my grandsons, and at the time they were like 4 years old. And I was pulling out my grandson from the tub, and he says, "Mimi, you're going bald." And I looked at him and I was like, oh my God, you know, it was just one of those things where it was like the reality just hit me in the face, where I had been experiencing hair loss in the shower. I had been changing my hair color a little bit, and I thought maybe that was the reason why it was looking like thinner up top. But lo and behold, he was right. Like I was definitely losing my hair. So I went to, the doctors, and lo and behold, I had a thyroid issue, which they were trying to get that squared away. And that's one of the long-term things I've been doing. They've tried so many different doses, and they can't really seem to get my thyroid, my T3 regulated. So I'm still like working on that with the hopes that I'm gonna get that ironed out, because I really think that that is the underlying cause of why my hair is thinning. So that's where I'm at now. They're still trying different doses with my thyroid medication so that I could get that taken care of. As well as I'm looking into some alternative methods with using desiccated pig thyroid, which from what I understand can be a solution if you're not able to get your thyroid regulated properly with what they've been using on me is called levothyroxine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep it very light, very breezy. I'm not going to deep dive into any one particular thing, because what I have found out is that it's not just one thing that we can do to fix this challenge. There's a couple of different things that we can do in unison to help this issue sort of go away. Plus, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a follow-up video in a few months down the road after I'm done doing some of these long-term fixes and let you know how that's working out. So some of the long-term things I've been doing is I have been taking supplements, but one of the supplements that's really good for thinning hair is called biotin, which interferes with the absorption of the thyroid medication. So I had to stop taking that. And although I am a big supplement taker, some of the supplements that I'm taking along with you doing the levothyroxine is from a company called Do Not Age, and I'll leave a list of the products that I use from them down below in case you're interested. Other long-term fix that I'm doing, CALECIM Advanced Hair System. And what it is you take a stamper. It's kind of like micro needling for your scalp. And 2 times a week, you take this stamper, looks like so, and you go across. You have to have freshly washed hair. It can either be dry or it can be wet. And you simply go down the areas where you're losing the most hair. And you simply go over it like 4 times, they said. So I would go down the middle of my part 4 times, back and forth. And then here on the side where I'm losing my hair, and here where it's receding, I would go in there 4 times. And so then you take one of these ampoules, and it comes with a little squeezy bottle, and you apply that. So you get 2 uses out of this. So like I said, I haven't started using that yet. The next time I wash my hair, it's my goal to start using it and then tracking it for 6 weeks to see if I see any changes. I will keep you posted on this and how well this works. Although once you stop using this, your hair goes back to, whatever the issue was prior to that. So I'm kind of hoping this is going to get me through until we get that thyroid issue fixed. And I'm really kind of hoping that it's my thyroid that's causing this hair loss. So for a 6-week supply of the Colecium Hair Advanced System is like $300. And in those ampoules, there's growth factors and peptides. And it's just designed to promote fuller, thicker hair over time. So I've also reduced the amount of times I wash my hair. I only wash my hair now like twice a week, whereas in the past I washed my hair like every other day. So I've cut back drastically on washing my hair. If I do blow dry my hair, which I did this past winter, especially when it's cold out, I'll use this DYSON, the Supersonic R blow dryer. It has 4 attachments in there. They have a sensor inside of these attachments that talk to the blow dryer itself and lets it know how to direct the heat out of it. I am loving this blow dryer. It's very, very lightweight. I have another video on the benefits of using this blow dryer. If you're interested, I'll leave that down below. But yeah, it's super lightweight, and like I said, it dries my hair gently. I put it on the lowest setting if I need to dry it, and I really feel like, you know, heat is probably one of the biggest culprits when it comes to dry hair. It's just really worth the splurge for a gentle styling, and that's one of the things that I liked about this. So there are some of the things I've been doing for a while, and some of the long-term things that I'm hoping to get some results from. Okay, so now let's talk about some of the short-term quick fixes that I've been doing lately to sort of kind of help this issue. So one of the things that I did is I started to go darker with my hair at the root area, because what was happening was my hair was highlighted and light up here, and then as soon as the gray would pop through, it just looked like, number one, it looked like my gray was a lot more growing through than I wanted it to be. But plus, lighter hair makes your hair look thinner, and darker hair just makes your hair look deeper and thicker. So I went a little bit darker at the root area, and I'm absolutely loving that. One of the other things that I had done just this past year, last May, I actually had beaded hair extensions put in, just in areas where I felt like it was thinning around the front of my hairline and right in through here. Because I had decided, like, well, maybe I'll let my hair grow a little longer for two reasons. One is because maybe it'll look thicker and fuller. And then the other was I have my son's wedding coming up, and I wanted to be able to pull my hair up, so I wanted a little bit more hair. So, but what I found with the beaded extensions was it was just, first of all, it's very expensive, and then you have to have them up, you have to have maintenance done on them like every 6 to 12 weeks, depending on how fast your hair grows. You have to have them moved up. And it's time consuming to sit there and just, you know, have them taken out and moved back up on your head. Although a lot of people do it and they love it, and you know, it works for them, it just wasn't a good fix for me. And plus, the areas where I really needed the extra hair, like the hair was so thin there that it was putting too much tension on that hair. And so I tried it, didn't work, which is fine, but that's also, it's an option for you if you have, like, you want longer hair in the back, and it's not, you know, your hair is maybe thicker back there and the beads will stay in long. What I've been doing more recently is clipping in hair extensions, and not a full set of hair extensions, just in like areas where I feel like I just need to fill in those areas. And right now I'm going to take these hair extensions out. I do have 3 of them in my hair now, so that you can see the difference when I take these out. And then I'm going to show you how easy it is to put these in case that's something that you're interested in trying to do on your own hair, or if you're trying to let your hair grow. Right now I have them in. They are the Irresistible Me hair extensions. They are the 14-inch extensions. They are highlighted to match my color hair that I have. Like I said, I went a little bit darker. They range anywhere from price from like $100 to $200, depending on when they have like a sale going off. They come in a container that looks like so when you get these. On the bottom here, there's a small little piece that screws off. And in here, you'll get a sample of the hair extension. So say you order the extension and you're like, oh God, I hope I ordered the right color. What you do is you try the sample out first. It comes in this like net. Take it out, and then you measure it up to your hair. Now this looks dark, but at the root, this is how dark my hair is, right? Okay, and then the ends are blonde. So this is a brown balayage, right? A light brown balayage for my hair, okay? So then you would just like take this and you would make sure it matches your hair color, like I said. If it doesn't, you just simply wrap it back up, you send it back to the company, and then you try a different hair shade that might work for you. But for the most part, there's a quiz on the website where you can go in there and you can, you know, fill it out to the best of your ability and see how these, and then they'll recommend then a hair extension for you. That's how most places do it now anyway. So it's pretty much foolproof. Okay, so let's get into showing you how easy these hair extensions are. So I'm going to show you right here. Now I'm doing this looking in the camera, so you know, bear with me. I'm not going to be doing it 100% because it just is, it's hard for me to really see. I'm like, okay, clip this out. So what they do is they come, this is it, right? They come with these clips on here, right? That open That's closed, and that's closed. So you clip it on there. Now, my hair has grown a lot in this last year, so it's not that my hair's not growing. It's just that it's just thinning out in areas. So I just need not even more volume, because I do have volume in my hair. I just need it filled in the areas where it's thinning the most and it looks sparse, which is like here. Can you see how this thin this hair is here? This is really where I need to fill it in the most, is right here at my temple area. And I think that's where I'm going to be using that calcium. The hair stamper is in this area to see if I can get this hair and here to grow a little bit thicker around my face. Right? That's where we really need the hair. It's more around our face. It's not so much in the back of our hair. So like I said, I have 3 of these in, and then I have 1 back here. Now, I'm going to do my best to video this. And then you simply just pop it out. So you can see this is my hair without anything in there. You can see what happens is I'm always having to work to bring this down because it's so short and it just wants to puff up because my hair is curly. All right, so now I'm going to show you how easy they are to put on. And I would say I use like 3 of them, 2 or 3 of them, 90% of the time. But I'll show you what the full set looks like going in too, so that you can see the difference. So these are all of the pieces. You get 10 pieces. They go by grams, so these are 14-inch and they weigh about 120 grams. And they go up to like 28 inches and they go up to like 300 grams weight-wise. So I like the light ones because my hair is fine. I don't want it feeling too heavy on my head. I just like it to feel very light and airy and like it feel like hair on my head. These are all the pieces. You can see what they look like. Okay. I curl them before I put them in my hair first, only because it's easier than trying to curl back in through here. If I curl them first and then put them in, it's just so much easier to do. So what I'm gonna do is just show you real easily how these 3 pieces go in. What I do is I get clips. I take a tail comb that looks like so. This is really important if you're gonna be doing that. I make like a U shape across the top of my head. I take this, I'll go straight back here. Make a straight part going back. So it looks like so. I'll take this hair and I'll clip it up. Right up here like so. Then I'll go over here and I'll make sure that, like I said, I'm having a hard time seeing here. I'll go across my forehead, go back with that tail comb and make a straight line going back. Take another clip, clip that up. Then when it comes to the back, I'm going to, and again, I'm going to try to do this as easy as possible. I'm going to try to see here. I'm going to take that and go right like so across the back, so to make a U. And then comb that hair down and comb that up. So really you just have to make like a U shape on top of your head like that. Then I have all this hair clipped out of the way. Then what I'll do, take the comb, I'll brush everything down. And then I'll take it and I will tease very slightly at the root area all the way around, just so that they have something to grip onto. Now if your hair is, like my hair is not bad because it's so curly, it's like frizzy at the root. So the clips will stay in there, but if you have fine hair, this is just something added you can do. And if your hair is really slippery, you would want to tease it a tiny bit and then go in there with a little bit of hairspray and just spray it so it has some grip on there. Then I'm going to take 2 of the short pieces, right? That look like this. These are like the 2-inch pieces. And then I'm going to unclip it. I'm going to go right where that part is. I'm going to start from the front here, right? I'm going to go right where that part is, clip down. Can you see that? Go right in here, follow that part, or pull it, go in, down, clip. And you can see it should be laid flush because these are the seamless ones across your scalp there. Nothing should be popping out. And then I can kind of comb it down a little bit there. Okay, let's go in and do the other side. And I think that part is straight, like I'm saying, I'm having to kind of gauge how I'm doing this in the camera. I had somebody comment the other day on one of my videos that she goes, you need to practice doing, I think she said practice putting on your foundation better. And I was like, do you know how hard it is to get your foundation out and try to put it on when you're not really seeing what you're doing? I was like, I bet I do look silly sometimes, but. Okay, so I'm gonna go right in here. Try to show you as close as possible. And I'm gonna pull this right across that part, right? You wanna go right into that part, put it in, comb down, and clip. And you can see, like you can pull on it, it's not gonna come out. All right, now the back, and I'm not gonna promise anything, but I'm gonna try to show you the best I can back here. And I like to comb it out first, go in there. And I like to take this piece, right, and then I just like to lay it, right, like take the center clip, go right here in the center. Where's that part? Right there. Comb it down, come over here. Comb it down. Then I'll just look for the front to make sure they're even, right? Both sides are even like that. And then I'll start taking these clips down. Like so. And then I'll take my hands, just kind of run the hair back over the top and just kind of fill those in. Now, I don't like it to look too perfect. I like it to look very effortless and simple looking. You can cut and color these hair extensions. They're 100% human hair. Okay, so there's nothing you can't do to them. So if you get one and you found it was too light, you can always take it and you can either dye it yourself or take it to your hairdresser and have her dye it. Trim these. I might trim these a little bit, like just to get some of these ends off here. Like I said, I was trying to let my hair grow for my son's wedding, but it's pretty much at the length that I want it to be. I just really wanted to be able to pull it up. So here, I'll show you the back. That is with just 3 of them in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the camera. I'm going to go put the rest of them in so you can see what a full head of these hair extensions look like on your hair in case you need more volume or whatever it is that you need. Maybe this will help. Okay, I'll be right back. So I am back, and this is the full set in my hair. I'll show you the back. So you can see it just adds a lot more volume to your hair, just more length. And it's really just simple how you apply them. So you would do the same technique as I showed you with the 3. Although, if you want to put the whole set in, you would just start lower on your head and just put the extra ones down here, and then put the 3 that we put on through the top again. So it's pretty simple. The only thing is that you're going to get more length if you bring it down lower on your head. So if you need more length, then that's a good option. If you're looking just to fill in certain areas in your head like I was, then that's definitely an option too. And then, yeah, if you have very thin hair and you need more volume, they're great for that also. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3 to pull your hair up. So you have all these extensions in, and you want to wear it in a ponytail. Simple, right? And you have these seamless extensions, right? So you don't see them popping out on the sides. And you take your tie and go like so, and put it on, and there you have your ponytail. If you have a thinning hair story, please drop it in the comments below. I'd love to know what works for you, and maybe it helps somebody else out. I'll leave a link to all of these products down below. And like I said, I'll update you in like 6 weeks to let you know how things are moving along with the thyroid and also with the calcium hair stamping that I plan on doing on my hair. So comment below and let me know if you plan on using any of these solutions that I shared with you today. And don't forget that everything will be listed in the description box below. So I hope this video helped you. If it did, please consider subscribing, giving this video a thumbs up. I'll see you in my next video.